Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. One of the fallouts from the interview that the son of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, Bello El-Rufai, granted Seun Okunbaloye of the Chinese television, was the claim that the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, is better than Peter Obi, and that also Babatunde Fashola, former governor of Lagos State, did better than Peter Obi. Is an issue that I want to address so that people who think like Bello El-Rufai should be able to think again. Now, the El-Rufai administration in Kaduna State has been described as one of the most divisive administration in that state. This is because Kaduna State is believed to be, if you want to be fair, 50-50 in terms of Muslim-Christian statistics. But it was under El-Rufai that a Muslim ticket was instituted. And many Christians in that state believe that they were deliberately marginalized under El-Rufai. And there's a viral video of El-Rufai after the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Muslim ticket, where he was boasting that they have taken the Muslim ticket from the state level to the national level. And he was boasting about how the Christians have been put in their place. For not recognizing his leadership quality and voting for him. That's that viral video. I'll put a link to that video. Went viral. So that's the eyes that many people, many Christians in Kaduna that he governed, look at El-Rufai. So when you have a governor who was looked at in that perspective by the people of his state, what else are you saying that he achieved? Except in creating or widening the division in the state. If that is an achievement, then he is better than Peter Obi. The same El-Rufai administration was accused by Southern Kaduna People's Union, SOKAPO, his administration was accused of doing nothing about killings in their area. There are several statements by Southern Kaduna People's Union. When El-Rufai was governor, and the Southern Kaduna People's Union said that they were being ethnic cleansed, that genocide was taking place in their area under El-Rufai. Now, if El-Rufai could not protect life and property of his citizens, what then has he achieved? If that is an achievement, what was happening in Southern Kaduna, for which Southern Kaduna People's Union raised alarm of genocidal proportion taking place in their place. If that is an achievement, then El-Rufai is better than Peter Obi. That's it. Now, throughout his administration of Kaduna State, there were several killings. It means that he fell woefully in the area of protection of life and property. And the responsibility of any government is protection of life and property. El-Rufai fell woefully in that perspective. Now, if that is an achievement, then you can. Bello El-Rufai is right. Malam Nasir El-Rufai is better than Peter Obi. In fact, under his leadership, in 18 months, just 18 months, we're not talking about all the killings, because I tried to get all the figures of killings in his 8 years. I couldn't get it, but there's a report that in 18 months, as announced by the commissioner of El-Rufai, in 18 months, 1,837 were killed and in his state. And this was announced by a commissioner in his government. So that's an official figure from his government. That's in 18 months. Now, if you begin to do the mathematics, if they are continuously were killing 1,837 persons in every 18 months in the 8 years of El-Rufai, you will now begin to imagine what happened in that state. Now, the core duty of government is protection of life and property. And El-Rufai was the chief security officer of Kaduna State. If he could not protect life and property, and you say that he's better than Peter Obi, perhaps he is better than Peter Obi, if that is your yardstick to measure performance. But Peter Obi, we know, did not run a divisive government in Anambra State. Peter Obi inherited crisis in Anambra State, and he was able to unite the state. He was able to produce a purposeful government. In the area of education, Peter Obi took Anambra State to #1. Where did El-Rufai take Kaduna State? Let us leave security now and move to education. What was the performance of Kaduna State in public examinations under El-Rufai compared to Peter Obi? Peter Obi took Anambra State to #1 in education, in WAEC results. And Anambra State is still on top up to today. Because if you go and check WAEC result in the last 20 years, go and check the results of WAEC and JAMB from Peter Obi's time to this day. They have continued in that trajectory that Peter Obi established when Peter Obi handed the schools back to the missionaries, back to the churches, and funded education like never before. supplied computers to secondary schools, empowered the teachers and students with the necessary equipment to ensure learning is done in an atmosphere that is conducive for it. You can't compare what Peter Obi did in education to what El-Rufai did. So there is basically no basis for comparison. Peter Obi did a lot of infrastructural development. There are many people who are alleged, especially if you go and ask Southern Kaduna People's Union, that whatever development that even was done was skewed against them. So in his developmental strategy, people of Southern Kaduna were not considered, were not given priority. So all in all, there are so many areas that we don't have to bother ourselves, but if you take every sector by sector, there is no way El-Rufai can be equated with Peter Obi. Because Peter Obi is a man who ran a transparent government. He ran a transparent government. And nobody who is fair-minded can look at how El-Rufai ran Kaduna and how Peter Obi ran Anambra, and you say that El-Rufai is better than Peter Obi. No. Peter Obi is far better in every sector. I don't have to point it out individually, but in every sector, in terms of poverty reduction, in terms of educational development, in terms of health, every sector, where Peter Obi met them and where he left them, El-Rufai does not come near in what he did in Kaduna State. But the most important of all was that El-Rufai failed woefully in protection of life and property in his state. And when you cannot protect life and property, whatever you claim to have done in any society is irrelevant, because whatever you are doing is supposed to be for the living. When the lives of people could not be protected, cannot be guaranteed, whatsoever development you are bringing makes no sense. That's why the normal refrain is to say that there's no development without peace. But in that situation where killing was the order of the day, in fact, there was a commissioner under El-Rufai, Samuel Aroa or something. Samuel Aroa, a commissioner. It's like that guy's job as commissioner under El-Rufai was to be tabulating the number of people killed. He was always railing out the number of people killed in that state. That's their own official figure. But our unofficial figure even indicate that there are more. But the one that they themselves documented by themselves, that Samuel Aroa is always in the media, releasing the number of people killed under El-Rufai. It was a daily routine. So, since El-Rufai fell woefully in that, El-Rufai cannot be compared to Peter Obi in any way, in any shape or form. That is a fact. Now, in case of the other person that Bello El-Rufai compared Peter Obi with, he talked about Raji Fashola. Raji Fashola, there is really nothing to talk about Raji Fashola, comparing him to Peter Obi. Why I don't want to compare him with Peter Obi is because Peter Obi has been compared with the master of Fashola, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu that put him there. And whatever he was doing was to dance to the tune of his master. Basically, Fashola cannot be claimed to have a mind of his own when he was governor. There was always a shadowy figure dictating what to do and what not to do. He didn't have a free hand. So it would not be fair. That would be false equivalence, comparing him to a giant like Peter Obi. There's basically no basis for comparison, because Fashola was beholden to a godfather. Peter Obi operated above godfathers in Anambra State. There is no basis for comparison. That comparison is what I call false equivalence. Peter Obi is better than Fashola, and Fashola and Nigerian people knows it, that pound to pound, if you place Peter Obi and Fashola, Nigerians know the person who truly govern a state. Because when you are governing as a godson, you are governing at the behest of another person, you are not really the person in charge. So it would be unfair to even compare him to Peter Obi. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.